when expressing an opinion turns into constant, relentless, fixated, obsessive stalking and harassment. In today's digital age, expressing opinions has become easier than ever. With the click of a button, individuals can share their thoughts and beliefs with a global audience. However, there is a thin line between expressing an opinion and crossing into the realm of harassment. When expressing an opinion turns into constant, relentless, fixated, and obsessive stalking, it can have serious consequences for both the victim and the perpetrator. Stalking is a serious crime that can have devastating effects on the victim's mental and emotional well-being. It is defined as a pattern of behavior that is directed at a specific individual that causes fear or emotional distress. Stalking can take many forms, including following someone, sending unwanted messages or gifts, and monitoring their activities online. When expressing an opinion turns into stalking, it can be a form of harassment that is intended to intimidate, control, or harm the victim. This type of behavior is often fueled by a sense of entitlement or a desire for power and control over the victim. Stalkers may believe that they are justified in their actions because of their strong beliefs or opinions, but in reality, their behavior is harmful and unacceptable. Stalking behavior can have serious consequences for the victim, including anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Victims may feel constantly on edge, fearing for their safety and well-being. They may also experience a loss of privacy and autonomy, as the stalker invades their personal space and monitors their every move. For the perpetrator, stalking behavior can also have serious consequences. Stalking is a criminal offense that can result in legal action, including restraining orders, fines, and even jail time. In addition, stalkers may face social consequences, such as being ostracized by their peers or losing their job or reputation. It is important for individuals to recognize the signs of stalking behavior and take action to protect themselves and others. If you believe that you are being stalked, it is important to document the behavior, seek support from friends and family, and contact law enforcement for help. It is also important to set boundaries with the stalker and make it clear that their behavior is not acceptable. In conclusion, expressing an opinion is a fundamental right that should be respected and protected. However, when expressing an opinion turns into constant, relentless, fixated, and obsessive stalking, it crosses a dangerous line into harassment. Stalking behavior can have serious consequences for both the victim and the perpetrator, and it is important for individuals to recognize the signs of stalking behavior and take action to protect themselves and others. By standing up against stalking behavior and holding perpetrators accountable, we can create a safer and more respectful society for all.
Hey, you guys. Let's talk about Mr. Snide, founder of Project Wet Wipes. I'd just like to go through some of his latest tweets. We are entitled to express opinions, says Mr. Snide. But yet, there's a thin line between expressing one's opinion and fixated, relentless, constant stalking and harassment. And I do believe that James Hind has crossed that line. Big shout out to Katie. The Goonies, are you good enough? Hey, you guys. Morning. Thank you ever so much. Yeah, I mean, listen. I appreciate the screen in front of you may look a bit obsessive, but I've always said that I only respond to what is put out about me. And I think there's a good little video I'd like to play now that sums that up. Here we go.
Writing a whole blog on someone and also making a fake video slandering them and calling them pedophiles is surely what you're trying to explain. Sorry to say it, Matthew, but you have been convicted for this exact thing. I for one have never called you a pedo. I have never made a video about you, nor writing a whole blog on someone and also making a fake video slandering them and calling them pedophiles is surely what you're trying to explain. Sorry to say it, Matthew, but you have been convicted for this exact thing. I for one have never called you a pedo. I have never made a video about you, nor have I written about you on my blog. I did put your video up of your words on my channel with a what the fuck title, but you smeared your own name with your own words.
No, I don't think you saw John Taylor. No, maybe John Manoa. But the point I wanted to make there was that, listen, oh, is he the man from the Fathers for Justice? Yeah, could well be, I suppose, could well be. The point I just want to make is that, yes, of course, we're all entitled to express our opinions. But come on. Mr. Snide from Project Wet Wipe takes it to a whole new level. Dwight Jones, is it really you, Dwight Jones? I never know. I never know, my dear. I never know. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. It's lovely, isn't it, this is? Is it really you, Dwight Jones? Get in there, Matt, bruv. Listen. It's me on my PlayStation, bruv. Lovely, lovely. I hope you enjoy it. That's apart from my Mac, of course, my beautiful Mac. I do love my Mac. The next best thing I'm so happy to have back is my PlayStation. And funny enough, I brought an awesome game only on the weekend. Match Point. Love it. Love a bit of tennis. So yeah. Listen, the point I want to make, I do have a tablet too, Matt. Well done you. Yes. Why hasn't Plisco stuck to what he said? Yeah, oh well, come on. What Katie is referring to there is Plisco made a big song and dance that he guaranteed that my equipment wouldn't be given back to me. He guaranteed that CP would be found on my equipment. And he said, well, I'll guarantee it. I'll leave YouTube if it isn't. And of course, if anyone takes Plisco at his word, you're a silly Billy. Put it that way. I have a case against Plisco. Very good. Very good. You know, if I knew his real name, I would have a case against him too. And this goes to Mr. Snide. Hides behind a fake name, feels as if he can express an opinion which has definitely crossed over to stalking and harassment. You only need to look yourself. Just look at the tweets he does. They are just absolutely relentless on a near daily basis. And come on, quite frankly, it's a mental illness. We're dealing with people here with a mental illness. And they stand behind this absolutely pathetic excuse of investigating and preventing crime. When Mr. Snide has had no experience or no training in preventing and detecting crime, whereas I have, as an ex-Royal Military policeman. Absolutely stinks. It stinks, I tell you. It stinks. It stinks of hypocrisy, and it also stinks of criminality. I do see Helen stalking you now for Plisco, yes. I don't know. Oh, yeah, this is talking about Helen and Dan in the chat. I'm having to move house now because of my trollers. Yeah, well, I tell you, I don't feel safe in my own home because of these trollers. Because of Mr. Snide. Because Mr. Snide does more than express opinions. He makes anonymous referrals to the police, social services, and any other governmental body. I've got proof of it. He's been making referrals to social services about me since September 2019. And of course you feel alarmed, harassed and distressed. Of course you do. I do. And I'm a big bad bear. You know, I've been in the army, for goodness sake. And I feel alarmed, harassed and distressed by these people. And what have they all got in common? You only need to look at King Charles's latest portrait to tell you that answer. So, oh, I would love to have this Mr. Snide's name. I would love to have Mr. Snide's. And I bet you a bottom dollar that Sussex police know exactly what his name is. And that's why it's my contention that Sussex police are working with Mr. Snide and his Project Wet Wipes in protecting this guy. Because what this individual and what his team does is criminal. End of. It is absolutely criminal. Because it's gone beyond merely expressing one's opinion. Look, I make silly jokes. I make terrible jokes on the internet. My disclaimer is take everything I say with a pinch of salt and a sniff of paprika. Or have a dash. I don't mind. But I make it quite plainly clear that what I say on the internet is complete and utter rubbish. It's make-believe and it's for entertainment purposes. But yet I've got this Mr. Snide making referrals saying Matt Taylor prostitutes from his home. I mean, come on. Of course, none of these referrals get anywhere, but that doesn't stop him doing it. Silly Central is the police informant. Yes, I know. And so is Danny Jones. Danny Jones is the police informant too. Helen James is the police informant. We heard on Katie's Live how Helen has contacted all kinds of people about Dan. The social services, the police, the RSPCA. What are these people if they're not part of the Project Wet Wipes? You know, and at some point, we have to say enough's enough. And that point was passed a long time ago, regrettably. We're way deep in enemy territory at the moment. And as I'll keep on saying, it's all very well to express your opinion. But when you start doing anonymous referrals, saying absolute crap about people, then that's where it crosses in to serious harassment and stalking, which is exactly what Mr. Snide has done. Over to SRT Demon. Silly gave a full statement to the police to save Rick Berry. Very interesting. And of course, Silly Central is groomed by Plisco, his uncle. So what on earth is Uncle P doing grooming his underage nephew to get involved with this shit? Absolutely unbelievable. It is unbelievable. But yet it's something myself, Katie, Dan has to deal with on a daily basis. And of course, we're going to react. Katie has touched on this herself already. It's called reactive abuse. This is what they do. They push, 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 poke, poke, poke. And then when we react, we get called the mad one. And all these videos you can see along the bottom of the screen, this is my reaction to what is said about me in the public domain. This is how I react. This is how I deal with it. Because I've dealt with it differently in the past. And it's got me a criminal record because of it. And that goes back to Danny Jones. When they push, 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 I react. And within 15 minutes, I think, no, that's a bad idea. And I remove my reaction off the internet. But yet, within that 15 minutes, Danny Jones has downloaded it. So what gives Danny Jones the right to download my material? What gives any of you the right to download my material? And of course, I think this was being touched upon with Katie's live a few nights ago. When Helen Jane's screaming at her, yes or no, yes or no. One of my trollers in the name of Rich of Hull has Plisco's name and address. Oh, there you go. I know a Richard from Hull. Mandy Mosley, who knows who Plisco is. Very interesting. As does Brian Hansford and Lyndon. There you go. They are sending each other. They are sending each other happy back. Oh, right. Happy backy in the post. So not only is Uncle P distributing pornography on YouTube, they now, from Dan, distributing happy backy. There's the love heart in the way, so I've got to wait for the comments to go further up so I know exactly what. Wacky backy, for a better of a word. So they're sharing happy backy each other in the post. And of course, that's why they have to keep their names secret. Because if their names were out there and their faces were out there, all their victims will be able to identify them. And then it'll be game over. But I want to stick with Mr. Snide, founder of Project Wet Wipes, saying to me, I mean, the absolute dross of what he comes out with. Predator and stalker Matthew Taylor of Brighton has been the source of text, image and video. And what we have used to comment about him that he put in the public domain. We also have the benefit of court and media record that we can quote from. We are entitled to express opinions. There's expressing opinions, and then there's stalking and harassment. And then there's relentless, constant, fixated, obsessive stalking and harassment, which is the hallmarks of Mr. Snide. Project Wet Wipes, who we now know distributes happy backy to each other in the post. A big shout out to Bouncy Bouncy in the chat. I see the stalker from London, from Scotland. Where did I get London from? Where the hell did I get London from? I must be a bit dyslexic. I see the stalker from Scotland is here with her clone count again. Do you reckon Dwight Jones is the clone account? Let's see, shall we? Because, like I said, you cannot believe anything You cannot believe anything you see in the chat room. So let's go. Dwight Jones is a fake. Dwight Jones is a fake. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Katie is the real deal. Yeah, Katie's the real deal, but yeah. Again, Dan doesn't interact with it. Oh, shut up. This is my account on my PlayStation, Matt. No, I don't think. Oh, Playroom. Oh, I don't know. I don't believe you, quite frankly. Kate is definitely the real deal. Yes. Let's see if... Oh, God. I'll send you the link. I don't mind. But listen, let's not get away. Well, anyway, it's quick. My message about Mr. Snide is quick. Mr. Snide, founder of... Mr. Snide, founder of... Project Wet Wipes. What a donkey, as far as I know. What a donkey. You need to know a day to travel. If, when, be, or video link. Yes. We all know Katie's the real deal. Lovely live, by the way. What on earth? I do believe more allegations will come with Dwight Jones being in the chat. Yeah. We just got to make sure he's the real deal. Because we have to be aware there's a master of sock puppet accounts let loose on the internet. Now, hopefully, she may be busy with her grandchildren on holiday. But then again, you never can tell. Back to Mr. Snide, though. Hey, listen. Things get a bit excessive. And we have to be aware, and this is something, you know, we all have to be aware of. Mr. Snide admits to suffering from mental health illness, dissociative identity disorder. He sees life as if he's watching a movie. He's detached from his actions. Now, I'm not saying that's an excuse. I'm just saying that's something we should be aware of. Yeah? So, we've got a hillbilly rock. He is a panel wrecker. Don't let that blankety blank, 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 blankety blank on the panel. Listen, we don't even know whether it's the real Dan. We suspect it's the... We suspect it is the master of sock puppet accounts, the stalker from Scotland. So, yeah. Listen. We're all entitled to express our opinion. Right, there we go for it. But what Mr. Snide does, that's more than expressing your opinion. That is excessive. It's relentless, it's constant, it's obsessive, it's fixated, stalking and harassment. And anyone who admits to being part of their Project Wet Wipe team, what? Give your head a wobble, in the words of the infamous Angie Power Disney. I like to call her Angie. What else was there? Forgotten. Totally forgotten. Listen, come on, panel stalker from Scotland. Don't be shy. Press the link. Yes, you know. It happened to Katie, didn't it? I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. But when these people go, link. We go, whoa, okay then. I can join panel. No, you can't. You've had the link and you're still not here. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do when they come for you? Because they definitely will. They definitely will. Helen has 54 views on Dan. Yes, I counted them. Yes. And I tell you, listening to Helen verbally abuse Dan, like I said, I didn't witness any domestic abuse growing up. All my aunts and uncles had a very lovely relationship. And if they did have any arguments, it would have been behind closed doors. And of course, my mother's philosophy was no father is better than a bad father. So I didn't see my mother interact in that kind of domestic abuse. If anyone abused my mother, it was me. Only joking. Again, you know, I like to joke, right? But I've got these Mr. Snide, he'll jump on that and go, yeah, Matt Taylor admits to abusing his mother. Well, it's a joke. It's a joke. Only family relation to Scots, but not from there, yes. I'd just like to remind everyone, we've got the Agony Uncle coming up. Yes, Agony Uncle. A problem shared is a problem halved. And so that's something we'll definitely do. Come on, share your problem. Tell Uncle Matt. Tell Uncle Matt. Tell me your problems. And, you know, we'll help you with your problems. I know a very valued viewer of the show, Mandy Marlins. You know, she wants to talk about grief. And yeah, let's talk about grief. Don't be silly, Hilly Billy. Don't be silly. Don't be silly, silly. Don't be silly, Hilly Billy. We don't have none of that. We don't have any of that kind of talk around here. Because that just tells me you've been satanically radicalized. Okay? Yes. Right. You've had one. You've had two. Last chance. Otherwise you're gone. Okay?
Did you ever feel so bad inside?
I hate to think what Uncle P does on the dark web. I don't even want to go there. Don't even want to go there. So listen, you're out of here, Hilly Billy, you idiot. You had your chance. We're not any of that silly talk. Okay? So you're gone. Bye-bye. Look, that's what makes it so frustrating for me personally. Because you do get brain-dead idiots like Hillbilly Rock, who actually fall for the satanic extremism put out by James Hind. Yeah, well done, Hillbilly Rock. Well done. You've shown us how proficient you are at creating sock puppet accounts. Here's raise a glass to Hillbilly Rock. You surpass yourself. Did you know, Matt, the day before Dave Courtney shot himself, there was someone in the live chat on Paddy Connery's with allegations against Dave? See, no, I didn't. Crikey. Oh, so you implying there may be more reasons. Oh, fucking hell. There may be more reasons. I said, oh, fucking hell. So we've got Hillbilly back in. Are you implying there may be more reasons why? Maybe more reasons to David Courtney committing suicide other than the chronic pain he claimed was the reason. Now, you know, Hillbilly, for some reason, I think it's Aaron Owen, because he's the only other person I know who's got multiple sock puppet accounts in his own name. So listen, this is fascinating, and you know, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. We've got an implication that Dave Courtney may have committed suicide other than for the chronic pain he claimed he was under. Crikey, that's yeah. That's a big deal, that is. That's a big deal. Absolutely big deal. Crikey. Crikey, Katie. I'm actually quite shocked by that, to be fair. To be fair. Quite shocked about that, yeah. Bouncy feels the same way. Crikey, just saying. Well, you've thrown a hand grenade in there. There we got Hillbilly Rock, who I suspect may well be Aaron Owen. He's the only person I know with multiple sock puppet accounts in his own name. And I tell you, these people, they just project what they are. They project what they are out to others. Got a text. What's your bottom dollar? It's from Abby. No, it's not Abby. From Vodafone. Grab a free travel essential from Morrison's. Up to the value of £2.50. This hashtag Feel Good Friday. Whether it's sunscreen or shampoo, head to your local Morrison's on Friday and pick up something you need for your next holiday. Isn't that nice? Yes. Yes, we're all aware that Helen was a mate of Dave Courtney's, according to her. Now, listen. This is actually, you know, to be fair, we've got some breaking news. And you heard it here first on MattTaylorTV. I have to name names. But A1000 has said in the chat that, did you know, Matt, the day before Dave Courtney shot himself, there was someone in a live chat on Paddy Conroy's with allegations against Dave C. Allegations of SA. That's sexual abuse, sexual assault. Just saying. Too many secrets. Woo! Big shout out to Cosmic Kitty in the chat. Obviously, you know, it may well not be Cosmic Kitty, because that's what they do. No, it's not Cosmic Kitty. We're going to get rid of all socks, mate. We don't like the socks. No, we don't like the socks. Mind the mess in the background. I'm not bothered about it, so nor should you. The stalker from Scotland is back again. So embarrassing. Yes, it is, isn't it? It is. Matt Kitty Troll account in chat. Yes. Looking forward to getting away. Haven't been away properly since 2014. 10 years is a long time. Yes, we all need to get away from the UK at least once a decade. Definitely. I still haven't gone on holiday with my magical imaginary girlfriend. That's something I like to do. I tell you, I had loads of money saved up. I had crap loads of money saved up. And guess what? It's all been spent on the car. Not happy at all. Not happy. Not happy. Just trying to look. What else? Faces of Matt. What's this? Oh. Not really good, is it? There we go.
Hello, dear world. My name is Matt Taylor and I am 8 years old, and when I grow up I want to be a YouTuber.
I'm laughing at oh, look, I'm only joking. I'm only joking because I was a little bit tempted. Don't be sick. I was joking. No, that's one thing I've never done, and that's flash my willy on the internet. Okay. I'm in a loving relationship, and the last thing Katie says she has a copy of it. I'm in a loving relationship, and the last thing I need to start doing is running around flashing my willy on the screen. Mind you, Katie, I have a copy of it, and I hope she's talking about. Can you bridge Shine's account? Yes, I shall bridge Shine's account link up, certainly. So go to Shine's channel. Oh, it looks like it's a sock puppet account. Mind you, they always are, aren't they? They always are sock puppet accounts. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. But what can he do? What can he do? What can he do when he want to go to poo in an English country? Quite the character, but doubt it's something Shines would say or do. Yes, I haven't really come across Shine anyway. Haven't come across Shine. I just want to do a little experiment while I'm live, actually. Just want to do a little experiment. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh, we got someone in the chat. Hello, Mr. Benefits. Oh, let's hello, Mr. Benefits. Hello. Are you going to say anything constructive? No, you're just going to whistle. Yeah, okay. That was a waste of time. Waste of time, mate. Waste of your time, waste of my time, quite frankly. To be fair. Waste of your time, waste of my time. Oh, God, I need to sign into my I've got to remember. I've got to remember my Hotmail code. Ooh. Right, here we go. Let's see if that's the right code. Yes, it is. That's good, isn't it? It's always good to remember your passwords. That's what I say. Skip for now. Oh. Oh, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Bear with. Talk amongst yourselves. I just want to try something out. Just want to try something out. Just want to try something out, you know. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that's good. So that's what I wanted to do, basically. That's better, isn't it? I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it. Do. We can put that on, and then can we put that back on? I like it. I like it. I like it. Plisco nurse. Plisco's out of bed again. Yes, definitely. God. Oh, he's a weirdo, isn't he, eh? But to be fair, they've all got mental illnesses. Yes. That's something I think we have to be aware of. They all have mental illnesses. I hope this is working. So now, if I do it like this, I can hide the mess of the... Let's see. Yeah, great. Isn't this girl? I love it. Hello. Oh, I feel so much more comfortable. You're watching Matt Taylor TV. Welcome, everyone. I started off talking about Mr. Snide. So I'm just going to pick my nose. I started off talking about Mr. Snide and his Project Wet Wipes. Listen, I'm all for expressing your opinions. Express your opinions. I love to express my opinion. You know, everyone is entitled to express their own opinion. But there's a big but, and I'll just rather play a promotional video, really. Here we go.
When expressing an opinion turns into constant, relentless, fixated, obsessive stalking and harassment. In today's digital age, expressing opinions has become easier than ever. With the click of a button, individuals can share their thoughts and beliefs with a global audience. However, there is a thin line between expressing an opinion and crossing into the realm of harassment. When expressing an opinion turns into constant, relentless, fixated, and obsessive stalking, it can have serious consequences for both the victim and the perpetrator. Stalking is a serious crime that can have devastating effects on the victim's mental and emotional well-being. It is defined as a pattern of behavior that is directed at a specific individual that causes fear or emotional distress. Stalking can take many forms, including following someone, sending unwanted messages or gifts, and monitoring their activities online. When expressing an opinion turns into stalking, it can be a form of harassment that is intended to intimidate, control, or harm the victim. This type of behavior is often fueled by a sense of entitlement or a desire for power and control over the victim. Stalkers may believe that they are justified in their actions because of their strong beliefs or opinions, but in reality, their behavior is harmful and unacceptable. Stalking behavior can have serious consequences for the victim, including anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Victims may feel constantly on edge, fearing for their safety and well-being. They may also experience a loss of privacy and autonomy as the stalker invades their personal space and monitors their every move. For the perpetrator, stalking behavior can also have serious consequences. Stalking is a criminal offense that can result in legal action, including restraining orders, fines, and even jail time. In addition, stalkers may face social consequences, such as being ostracized by their peers or losing their job or reputation. It is important for individuals to recognize the signs of stalking behavior and take action to protect themselves and others. If you believe that you are being stalked, it is important to document the behavior, seek support from friends and family, and contact law enforcement for help. It is also important to set boundaries with the stalker and make it clear that their behavior is not acceptable. In conclusion, expressing an opinion is a fundamental right that should be respected and protected. However, when expressing an opinion turns into constant, relentless, fixated, and obsessive stalking, it crosses a dangerous line into harassment. Stalking behavior can have serious consequences for both the victim and the perpetrator, and it is important for individuals to recognize the signs of stalking behavior and take action to protect themselves and others. By standing up against stalking behavior and holding perpetrators accountable, we can create a safer and more respectful society for all.
A big hello to Sophie Penny. Good, we can all hear me. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, it's all right, Katie. But that's the best they can do. I mean, I don't know. It's embarrassing, isn't it? If that's the best you can do is pretend to be other people and disrupt and just be an immature idiot. I mean, crikey. It's embarrassing. That's what it is. It's embarrassing. But if that's the best you can do is to troll, it just says more about you, really. And it says YouTube is too good for you. Because it's stuff like that that makes YouTube such a toxic place to be. Pirate Gert, Matt, when I take Viagra, as soon as my John gets angry, I'll get all dizzy and my knees shake. Typical signs of a troll. Look, Pirate Gert, what on earth are you on about? This isn't Agony Uncle time at the moment. We're talking about Mr. Snide and the Project Wet Wipes. And how, listen, it's all very well and good expressing an opinion. But when that crosses the line to relentless, constant, obsessive, fixated stalking and harassment, that's when you got to go to the men in the white suits and book in to the padded cell. Because that's the best place for you. Big shout out to, it was nice to have Sophie Penny. Always nice to have a real name in the house. Yes, we do get lots of trolls. I like to think I'm a troll magnet. Could be high pressure, yes. I've got to go get my blood checked, mate. Yeah, off you go, Pirates Gert. Off you go. And I hope it's all is well. Hope all is well. Hey guys. Hey you guys. Hi. Welcome. We haven't had your name in the chat. I'd like to do a big welcome. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Because I sometimes take a look at the analytics and it tells me every now and then more people watch Matt Taylor TV who aren't subscribed. And I go, shocking. So make sure you subscribe. Sophie Penny. What a lovely name. I like that name. I like Sophies. And I like Pennies. And there was this lovely girl at school who I knew was called Penny. And of course, there's always lovely Sophies. Thank you ever so much, Sophie Penny, for subscribing. You won't regret it. And I do believe you may well be the 150th subscriber. Well done. Much appreciated, Sophie Penny. And I love the names. I love both your names, Sophie and Penny. Lovely jubbly. It's always best to subscribe because you never know when I go live. I just do it out of a whim. I go live on a whim, I do. And today, I wanted to go live and express my opinion for when I want to express my opinion on Mr. Snide and the Project Wet Wipes, who himself and his team like to express their opinion on me. But I like to think I can give you enough evidence from what you've seen already that there's a line between expressing your opinion and outright relentless, obsessive, fixated, obsessive stalking and harassment. And you only need to look at this Mr. Snide's tweet account. There doesn't seem to be a day goes by that he doesn't express his opinion on me. But of course, it's not just expressing his opinion. He makes anonymous referrals to the social services, to police, and God knows how many other government bodies. And he's been doing this since September 2019. Intentionally twisting my humour to make out I'm something that I'm not. I mean, we've got Sophie Penny in here, a new subscriber. Listen, my disclaimer is that take everything I say with a pinch of salt and a sniff of paprika. be it a dash, a sniff, whatever is your fancy. But I'm a joker. The whole aim of my lives are to entertain / educate. I do like to educate. I do like to entertain. Funny enough, a funny story came in my mind just now, which I'd like to share with you. We all know, what's her name now? God. She's a daughter of an actor. And she's a singer. I've forgotten her name. I've got her album. I've forgotten her name. She's the one who, Lily Allen. Lily. I heard a funny story about Lily Allen, right? Lily Allen's manager used to be Elton John. Okay? So anyway, one day, Lily Allen sat down and wrote this long letter to Elton John, pouring out her heart and soul onto the pages, telling him all about her sobriety and giving up. Anyway, she kind of expressed her heart and soul onto the pages of this letter to Elton John. But Elton John never replied to it. And she felt quite resentful. You know, here I am pouring out my heart and soul on the pages of the letter, talking to you, my ex-manager, and you haven't even bothered to reply to me. And for many, many years, Lily Allen was very resentful towards Elton John. You know, she was like, quite frankly, I don't like you anymore. I'm putting words into her mouth now. But suffice to say, she was very resentful towards Elton John about not replying to this heartfelt letter she wrote to him many years ago. Well, funny enough, as you should mention it, she was sorting out her place in her house, moving house, and she came across the letter. She hadn't sent it. Oh, it did make me laugh. Made me laugh. But anyway, the thing I want to get about is, look, I do fuck about a lot on here. I joke. Take everything I say with a pinch of salt, a sniff of paprika. Be it a dash, a sniff, I don't mind. Okay, but don't take anything you hear me say here on this platform seriously. Because 99% of the time it's complete and utter bullshit. And meant to make you laugh. It's meant to add to entertain. But we've got Mr. Snide, who goes that extra mile and then makes anonymous referrals to government bodies, making out my jokes are real. And it is absolutely out of freaking order. That's what it is. And it's got to stop. We've got to put an end to this kind of relentless behaviour by these individuals who are so immature, they've got nothing better to do than make up a plethora of sock puppet accounts for no other reason than to harass, stalk and cause alarm, distress and fear on the internet. It's a dying shame, but that's the kind of world we live in. So, looks like the conversation's dried up, hasn't it? Yes, conversation is dead. I feel. Have I said something? Well, at least we got two likes. That's the main thing. So let's see if anyone's in the. No one's in the live stream. I feel as if I've it's called reactive abuse. Reactive abuse. It's where they push you. And then when you do have a body drop, they'll use that body drop against you. Listen, I feel as if I've had my body drop. I feel as if I've expressed myself. I only wanted to come on and express myself concerning Mr. Snide and the project Wet Wipes. I'm telling you, I'm expressing myself that what he does, that's beyond expression. Okay, and I like to think I've shown you the evidence that backs that up. I mean, tweeting about me virtually every single day, making anonymous referrals to me, getting his so-called team to completely and consistently report everything I do and say, twisting my jokes and making them make they're the truth. Come on. And then we know the consequences of what this man does and his team, because we've got the likes of Hillbilly coming on, calling me the N-word. And that's the only people who are putting out this misinformation are the likes of these gang of trolls, which all have one thing in common. And you only need to look at the King's portrait to realise what that one thing in common is. So, before I go, I want to put out I am looking forward to going on a panel. So listen, if you have me, I'd like to go on G Block or Bleeding Heart. I don't know which one I should go on. I'd love to go on Bleeding Heart, but it's Esau. And then again, I like to go on G Block, but Bleeding Heart calls it Gay Block. I don't know which one to go on, man. That's why I just like to do my own. But no one comes on my panel. I think I'm best if I go on G Block, because I've heard my name mentioned so much on there. I think I owe it to the audience of G Block to come on and, you know, introduce myself and answer any questions that they may have. So, you know, don't believe anything you hear about me on the internet, because it's all satanic extremism. And I can answer for myself. I don't need anyone else to stick up for me on the internet. I'm a big enough to do it myself. But I do like to say thank you to anyone who does do so. You do what you feel is best. Yes, don't we? Yes. So, look, thanks ever so much. I'll wrap it up. And I will catch you. Oh, the next time, look, what we'll do, we'll wrap it up for an hour. We're only here for another 5 minutes. Let's play a little promotional video. I'd just like to say, a problem shared is a problem halved and all that jazz. So bear that in mind. Let's have a promotional video while we see through the last 3 minutes. So yes, thank you ever so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a good day. Be well, says Katie. Thank you ever so much, Katie. So what are we on? We're on Thursday, the 16th of May. It's coming up to 12:21. I love those mirrored numbers. 12:21. I do like it. We're coming up to an hour. Thank you ever so much to my newest subscriber, Sophie Penny. I do believe Sophie Penny is the 150th. The 150th Matt Taylor subscriber. So thank you ever so much. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, because that's the only way you know when I go live. I do like to wrap things up at an hour. We're only 2 minutes away. We've got another minute with this promotional video. I just wanted to express myself. I just want to say there's a thin line between expressing yourself and fixated, obsessive stalking and harassment. And I do believe, and I hope you will agree with me, that Mr. Snide and his project Wet Wipes have crossed over that line of expression into serious stalking and harassment. And, you know, we have to police this ourselves. YouTube is for all of us. But there are certain individuals who are spoiling it for the collective. And so we, as a collective, have to deal with this ourselves. And one of the ways of dealing this is to call out Mr. Snide and his project Wet Wipes for what they are. And it's with that in mind, I do have to call out, shout out Shelly Moat for doing that very thing. Even though, at one point in time, she was an ally of his. So, it's a crazy world. We know it is, but we have to make the most of it.
Did you ever feel so bad inside?
Hello dear world, my name is Matt Taylor and I am 8 years old, and when I grow up I want to be a YouTuber.
Welcome to MattTaylorTV. Some people call me a menace to society. I like to think I've just got big boobs.